Hello, everyone. So, today we'll be discussing the Gestalt therapy. So, actually, when we come down to the Gestalt therapy, it's more of a humanistic, a holistic, a person-centered form of therapy, and it's actually focusing a lot on the individual's present life, and does not really delve into the past experiences, and here in this therapy we get to understand that this particular approach, it really stresses the importance of understanding the context of a person's life, and to take the responsibility. The client must really take the responsibility rather than putting the blame on others. That is what is the idea behind this entire therapy, which is the Gestalt therapy. So when we come across this word, German word Gestalt, it actually means whole. So it actually refers to the form or shape of something, and in a way suggests that whole is greater than sum of its parts. So this is essentially the meaning of the term Gestalt, that the sum of its parts, if we see, we are not getting into the sum of its parts, but rather when we look at as a whole, that'll always be greater than the sum of its parts. That is what is the meaning of the term Gestalt. And of course then Gestalt therapy, it really pays a lot of attention to how we place meaning and make a sense of our world and our experiences. So it actually really plays a very very important role where it tends to increase the individual's self-awareness and also self-acceptance. So these are the two important key features of Gestalt therapy. This is, so to say, the goal of Gestalt therapy, where it's really working on increasing the individual's self-awareness and self-acceptance. So how are they basically taught to do this? So they are basically taught to recognize their own bodily processes and their own emotions, and whatever emotions, whatever bodily processes are being actually blocked, they actually are made to really recognize those, especially those, so that they can be unblocked, and the individuals can become more and more aware towards their own emotions and their own bodily processes, you know and of course, how is this really executed? So the client is given a lot of space to really explore very very safely their own experiences, because we know that they will not be judged, because the therapist will always continue to maintain a very unconditional positive regard. He will always continue to be very warm and very empathetic, so without being judged, without the fear of being judged, they will really explore their own experiences. And in this Gestalt therapy, it's not just about talking out their experiences. Of course they do talk, but it's also about how can they bring them into the room, so that they can be processed in real time with the therapist, so in a way that they are encouraged to really act out fantasies, whatever they've been fantasizing about, their feelings, their conflicts, they can really act it out. So they are given that kind of a space to do that. They can bring them out into the room, um, and of course then this kind of a therapy can also be used in the group settings. That's also where these kind of therapies are used. So definitely, this therapy, Gestalt therapy, is an approach that's going to focus more on the here and now, experiences of client, and it does not really revisit much of the past. It does not really delve much into the past, but really it emphasizes, or rather focuses more on the here and now experiences. And of course, so this was all about the Gestalt therapy, where we very clearly understood that its goal is all about self awareness, self acceptance, and how are they taught to do that, and of course, how much are they encouraged to really act out their fantasies, to really help them, vent out their feelings and conflicts, and so this was the Gestalt therapy all about. So thank you so much.